I'm launching my first pop-up, and I have no clue what I'm doing. Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth Quest, and welcome back to my channel. So I just said yes to become a vendor at a pop-up market. I've actually never done this before. I don't have a booth. I don't have a display. I'm coming up with a plan, but regardless, I'm gonna figure this out. And I'm taking you with me. This could be amazing or a total disaster. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Elizabeth, and I actually am a mama too. And my journey starts back a long time ago. I've always been about selling things, but trying to create money, basically. So recently, not long ago, I actually started deep diving into the world of the internet, where you can literally create money by selling either your knowledge or products. And my journey starts back in 2020 when I started selling on Facebook Lives. Okay. Están muy bonitos de atrás, miren. Es lo más económico. This one is the last one. And created between $400 to $1,000 per Facebook Live. Depending on how many hours I was in the lives, it was about $100 per hour, give or take. And I did this not a lot during the week. I did like one or twice a week, so you kind of see like what I earned, but it was like the revenue. So don't think it was pure profit. So that's what I actually did. It was $400 to $1,000 per Facebook Live on apparel. I used to sell skirts, and it was something that I eventually got into. First, I started by selling purses, then it evolved to selling skirts, and then after a year doing that, I actually opened my own boutique store. It didn't last long because 6 months after that, I actually moved with my mom right after my dad passed away. So I had to close the doors for my shop, but I did so many things in there. I had so many displays. It was a beautiful boutique, I say. But like I said, I had to close it down, and I decided to move on and do other things. I got into digital marketing, and I educated myself in that space. I purchased courses trying to learn the digital world, how to sell your knowledge, how to create, become like work in affiliate marketing. I used to sell on eBay. I used to done print on demand and many things like that. But then, like 4 months ago, from today, from the moment that I'm doing the video, got into the world of sublimation. And gotta say, I have fallen in love with it. I enjoy the whole process. Having to create your art and put it into a canvas, which is any material that's polyester, is your canvas. Having to design your design and put it on the canvas, it makes me feel so happy to create something great, something awesome. And I fell in love with the process. The fact that I create the design from the computer, I print it out, and then he press it to whatever canvas I want, which it could be clothing, drinkware, accessories, you name it. Whatever is polyester material, I'm able to sublimate it, and it's so fun. I'm I'm just so in love with sublimation. I love sublimation. I truly am passionate about it. And I'm so excited about it. So 4 months ago, I wanted to create something that I can control, something that I can create, something that I can sell and produce to the world. And that was for me sublimation. I literally got into it not knowing. Basically, I got into it blindly. I didn't know why it called up on me, but it did. Somebody that I know basically told me, I asked her what to do or how to do it, and if she can show me. So she basically told me the things that I need. So I'm appreciated about that. That she told me the tools I need, and she didn't charge me for anything. She just told me the information, and she was cool with it. However, she had her life, her kids, and she really didn't have time to really teach me how to do it. So I had to start the process and, make the mistakes, learn from the YouTube world, other people, how they do it, learn how to create the perfect tumbler, the seamless tumbler. So everything that I'm learning, I'm actually showing into my YouTube channel. And so I started also creating this YouTube channel because I not only want to create the products, but I want to show it to whoever can use my knowledge to better have a better life, be able to accomplish more, create income with it so you can support your family. I mean, that is my motivation. I work 40 hours a week, sometimes 60 hours a week. And that is because I have to pay rent, I have to pay bills, and I literally sometimes I have no money left over. Okay, so I am just trying to create something so I can have a breather. So right now I'm just trying to build a business with sublimation. And so, like I said, I needed a breather, and I feel like this journey that I'm about to start, I want somebody else who's also struggling like me, who wants to find a way out. And maybe whatever I do, tips and tricks that I do, the business adventure that I take, maybe that can help you. I went into the journey blinded and learned through error and tricks and Facebook groups and all this area to get to the point that I'm at right now. I'm still a beginner at this, but every time I practice, I get better at it. On Christmas, I think Christmas was like my second month of learning how to sublimate, and I decided, why not give my family tumblers, or even sell some to my family to practice. And trust me, some were disasters, but some were pretty good. I decided to look for courses to teach me the correct way to do sublimation. I know there's a lot of digital courses, but I wanted something like that I could ask somebody. So I wanted something like a face to face. And I found somebody that actually teaches that. And so I went and paid for the class, and it was a 2 hour class, and I took the class, and she told me everything that I need to learn, any doubts or myths that I had. I asked her, she revealed everything that I needed to know, and it was great. I enjoyed it. She said, basically, I'm doing everything good. The Tumblr that I actually created there, that was part of the class package, was nearly perfect. It was just like tiny, minute mistakes that I had, but you can barely tell. You can barely tell that it was a mistake. It was. She said it was perfect. That I'm doing everything correct. So that actually boosted my confidence. That actually made me feel like I am going on the right track. And I gotta say, this journey has been the most fulfilling for me of all all the ones that I've created on the path that I've gone through of selling or creating products to sell them, or to sell and try to create money out of that, of any products. So I'm the type of person that I cannot sit on the computer and just do things on the computer. That's why POD for me did not work. I think that's the reason behind it. Another thing, I cannot just use the Cricut machine and print out something and create the paper, and it just, I can't just do craft that is creating things out of nothing. You know, those little boxes or things, not as a passion. I mean, I could do things as a crafter, but I really don't enjoy that. Like, I will do it because it allows me to go to my next step, or it's something that I'm gonna do and I can create right away. But I don't want to do that to sell. I don't want to create that type of art, because I believe sublimation is a type of art, right? Like anything, like any art, sublimation, you create it and you put it on a canvas, which is anything that's polyester. And so that's why I feel like I felt, or not that I felt, I just wasn't feeling the POD, print on demand. You know, like other people have done it. I just can't just work on the computer. I have to create the art and I have to work on the computer. I have to do both things. That's what I do on my job. I work on the computer, but also process the mail. That is my job. And I enjoy it because I get to do the computer and work with my hands. And it's not something that's like just a computer or just paperwork. It's both things, and I enjoy that process. And so I believe that is the reason why I fell in love with sublimation. I'm so passionate about it. I truly love sublimating. It's just very cool. So that is basically my short story of my journey, of who I am, how I end up here. And well, to tell the truth, I want to take you my phases, my plan on how I'm going to fulfill, or how I'm going to be opening my first pop-up shop. And it's going to be in April the 19th. And I'm a bit nervous about it. I got to tell you, a bit nervous that I'm actually gonna do it. I like to jump into things because I know if I just say it, I'm not gonna do it. So I decided to have some sort of a plan, I guess. And so the first thing that I actually did was I actually looked up pop-up events. I don't know how I really got into it. I just know I needed to start making money. And so right now, so I'm just trying to be able to create income aside from my job. I actually, before I even consider the pop-up, actually, I remember now, is that I wanted to create a service for party service. I've seen many people done like the pancake party service or like that. I wanted to do something similar, but with sublimation. I wanted to go in to people's houses and basically instead of they creating other art, they will create their own tumblers at their own home at the party. So basically the process of my idea was that they will hire me, and in that process they will design their design for the tumbler or whatever blank they want it, and then they'll like wrap it or have it ready to get pressed. I will press them and then they will reveal it. Basically the process, they will all do it and I will show them how to do it and something like that. I've never seen it here. I actually, with that class that I took, they offer party packages like that. And I kind of like that idea, but not not just have a place, but to go to parties or events that people won't want to do. That just a bunch of ideas that get into my head. But anyways, after that, I started thinking. I don't know how I ended up with a pop-up idea, and actually I remember now. I was actually talking to my friend, and we were talking about, pop-up events and stuff, and that's how I guess how I got the idea. And so I started looking around in Facebook, looking for groups that actually offer that, and that is actually one of the places that I went to look for. So if you're interested in doing a pop-up event, you can go actually look it up in Facebook. There are groups about it in your local city, and just look pop-up events on Facebook and you'll find them. I found a bunch of them there. I applied for like 4 places and 3 responded. One I didn't go after because I really wanted to go to a different one, and I was hoping for them to respond. They did, and they told me that the cost would be like $85 to set up the booth. So I paid the fee. That's another thing now, that you have to pay a fee, and everybody has a different amount, because the one that I wanted, it was $85, and the other one that I was thinking about, which I don't think I'm gonna do, because I don't want to get overwhelmed. I think I was thinking of 2 places or 3 for my first time, like it'd be my first in the same month. But I decided just to go ahead and just do one to see how it goes, because I also have to buy more inventory to have ready, and then package it in a way that people will purchase it, and then they could create their design, and then I sublimate that, and then they could take it. Basically, it's like a 10-minute process basically. So I paid my fee. It depends on the vendors. It depends on the events. You'll pay. Others charge $40. I've seen in the posts that they have on Facebook. Other places 85, 70, 60. It just depends, and also the size of the booth that you wanted. So basically, it's either I saw one that's like 6x6, and then others by 10x10, and other like 10x20. Depends on the size they charge as well. It can either be inside or outside. Also, if you're gonna need it for electronics, you also have to figure that out too. Ask them an outlet to connect my stuff, but they wouldn't offer it. They don't offer it. So they said that I could take a generator, which is another thing that I have to, because I don't have one. So I had to ask my nephew to see if I could borrow his, and he said yes, of course. So that is something off my list. So now that I have found the pop-up event, that's one of the list. Check mark. I got approved and I paid the vendor. Check mark, check mark. So now when I was actually doing the application, they told me that I had to have like an Instagram or Facebook account. So while I was applying, I actually did those, and I literally like slapped together a logo, a really, really fast logo, because I just needed something, right? And so the name I came up with was a party sublimation wagon. I don't know why. I just did that one. So I have party sublimation wagon. That's the name of the pop-up store that I came up with, and so, or the pop-up shop. And so I did that with a little like tumbler in the middle, and well, that's what I'm gonna call it for now, and later I could change it. If you have a better idea, please tell me. I don't I just needed something real quick, so I did a quick logo, which is another thing. Now I'm gonna use that for now, and maybe next year, whenever I start like better know how to do all this, we'll focus on getting better logo or something. But I have an idea of how I want to decorate, because this also I've been doing a lot of research, and other people that have done pop-up, they said that you have to like make it look aesthetic, make it look nice, so that people are invited and welcome to want to purchase from you. So I have a little bit ideas of how I want to have my booth. So I know I need a tent or a canopy. My brother has one, so I actually need to confirm I need one, but I think I do need a table and a chair, which I have those. I have no issue. I need a tablecloth. I need a sign. Also other things that I require that. But basically, right now what I need is actually also a simple website where I could add the product so that people who want to buy, they have that option. It's gonna be a little bit different mine, because since they have to have customization, I have to have somehow them to be able to upload their picture if they want like a picture, or somehow to customization. I have no clue how to do that, so I have to learn that, and I have to do it quick before the event, before the April 19th. So I have to have all that ready for that. Also want to start doing my email list over that, because email list is one of the most important things you could ever have. That's one of the things I've learned when I was educating myself in the marketing and digital world of digital marketing. Email list is one of the things that you have to have. It's one of the, like, if you can ask anybody, any business owner, they're gonna tell you email list is essential. You have to grab it. So I know that someone said some of the pop-up owners or shop owners said that they offer incentives to get signed up. So I had to think of a way for them to sign up also. I don't know if I could like no, give away something, or maybe like if they sign up, get like a 10% off on the order or something like that. I'm not 100% sure yet what I want to do, but that is something in the list that has to be done too. So I also have to create a sign up form for them to put their links in there. I am actually gonna use System.io because they have up to 2,000 email subscribers totally free. So I had actually opened that account last week or the week before, but I've been so busy that I haven't had the opportunity to do so. So I'm gonna do that this week, or sometimes before my event. I have to have everything before the event regardless. So that is one. I also have to create my banner. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And also create my business cards. Now, my business cards, I think I'm gonna create them myself. You can do them through Vistaprint. But I wanted to do them cool. I wanted to do the, like, I've seen um like metal type of cards, and people actually will be like really intrigued if the card is pretty cool. I had one time had somebody that handed me a plastic business cards, and I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I've never had. I only had like paper business cards, or like the cardboard type of business card, but not a plastic. So even that creates a memory. I will never forget now that business, because it had something that called my attention, even if it's a business card. So I want to probably create one. I know the Amazon sells those. I'm gonna link that in the description so you know what I'm talking about. But they're like metal ones, So I'm gonna use those metal cards to create the QR code, and then I'll show you that process. The phase 2, that was the phase 1, planning everything, the most important things, which is the website and the business card and all that stuff. Now phase two, which is products and preparation. So now I have to see what inventory I have on hand that I can use to sell. What things can I purchase so I can have that as inventory? So I remember I had said that I had a boutique, right? And I have leftover bunch of skirts, right? I have long skirts and short skirts. So my idea, since I want to sell those, I know that one of the skirts are actually polyester and they're light colors. So I'm actually gonna test it sometime this week. Test it how it will look on a skirt on me designing the sublimation design on the skirt and see how it will end up. And I'm also gonna see if the skirts that cannot be sublimated, I can actually buy patches and have those to be decided so that it could be on the skirt. I don't know, I have to create something that will get people's attention to it. So that's one of the ideas that I need to do. Take inventory and purchase the inventory that I actually need. I also need to figure out the prices. I don't want to be too expensive, but also I don't want to lose money. So I have to go and figure that out. Um, I know that the one of the videos that I saw, I can't remember who it was, but she said that they have to have, like, many vendors have two type of list prices, so that if one is too high, you need to change it. The prices, you'll have already your backup ready. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have probably like 3 types, just to make sure that eventually which one will work, and I will go based on that. I'm also gonna be creating pre creating designs so that it'll be easier for people to choose like the background of something, and then of a design, and then they're like the only thing that I would customize there, it would be the name or something like that, so that it will be a little bit faster, because it could take a little while if you're just creating from scratch the design. And since I just want to make it, I want to make a boho style kind of theme, but also make it cute and whimsical, and I don't know, I have to figure that out. So after that, I also have to purchase the bags, the where I'm gonna put the purchases of the customers, put a really nice bag. I with my big old logo there, I actually saw a video where this girl said that it is a good idea to purchase, even though they might be a little bit investment, but it is a good free advertisement, because people are gonna see that they have a really nice bag and they want to go and try to get one, or see where did they find the bag, and they can reuse it and have your information on the bag. So that is something I want to do, because that's how you start building your business, by advertising, and why not giving it into a bag, and also through the platforms. And the third phase would be booth designing, how to design it and set it up, right? So I need to figure out how I'm gonna decorate it, which I'm thinking, since it's a wagon, I'm thinking of doing like 2 wagons out of wood. I'm actually gonna ask my brother to help me with that, to help me just to cut the shapes with the saw, and then I'll paint it and stuff. So I was thinking of doing like a wagon, or like a flat wagon, like doesn't roll. It's just like a little, kind of like a table, and then make the wheel shapes, all buy them already, and then like paint it, and then put like plants and then balloons, like party wagon. So I'm thinking of doing something like that, and have some stands so we could, like, I could display the tumblers or other things. So that's why I have to actually figure out how I'm gonna package the item so that whenever I sell them, they're gonna basically. Have you been in Build-A-Bear? So basically, in Build-A-Bear, that is kind of the way I want to try to do it, because Build-A-Bear first, people they choose the teddy bear, the kids, the teddy bear, and so that's basically you choose the blank, right? That is bear compared to blank, which is whatever blank there is available. And then they once they go to the next step, they go to the accessories. Could be a dress, could be shoes, could be the outfit, whatever. The outfit is creating the design, the creation of design, like what type of design you want. Do you want it editing and stuff like that? Then you basically uh they basically stuff in all the stuff. That's the creation, right? So now obviously before I sublimate it, I'm actually they're gonna, instead of once they have the design, they're gonna go and purchase the product, and then I'm gonna sublimate it in front of them, and so they're gonna see how their design comes to life. Now, that's kind of my idea of how I want to do it, but things don't go as you plan. But I'm gonna try my best to plan it that way. So we'll see. I'm also gonna need to like do a mock up, see how they look, like organize everything. That's one of the tips that I actually received from one of the videos that I watched. Most of them said like set it up at home a day before, take a picture, know how everything goes, and then so that you won't have any issues or have minimal issues and setting up your design, your booth, easy and fast with having the picture as your guide. And that is one of the things that I want to do too, like a mock-up booth setup. And the last phase, market day, the last phase is I will literally I want to make sure my inventories are packed with the little baggies that I had mentioned before. Like if it's a coasters, if I'm gonna sell 2-in-1, like have a little packet with a price tag on it, or just a little packet and have like a list of price tags, and they could see like what it is. And so like package them together. Also, like if it's a chain, I have it there too, in a little packet, so they could just grab it and say, oh, I want this and that. So that's my idea of how I want to do it. I don't want to forget to bring the business cards, the bags, the generator, and I just need to make sure I get there early, on time, and set up everything. I believe they allow us about 2 hours or three before the event even starts to set up. So I want to make sure I'm on top of it. My niece is actually gonna help me set it up. She's gonna help me there. Since it's my first event, I really don't know what to expect. I'm a little nervous about it. So I did ask her to if she can help me, and she said yes. So I am grateful for that. She's gonna help me. And well, one last thing, one of the tips that I actually received or I've seen is that to take some snacks, some water. I have to have cash, like a cash box, also a way to charge cards. Have like a notepad or something to take notes if I need to, and like tape and scissors and stuff that I might need to put stuff up, like the banner or I don't know, other things. So that's basically the plan that I have laid out, that everything that I'm gonna do. So I will be doing like a video a week of just about this, like phase one, phase two. I'm gonna actually have to schedule to do that once a week, so that y'all can know how the plan is progressing to that day. There is about about 4 weeks before the event. So I have like a month before the event. And so I should have plenty of time to have everything done. So I just hope I do, because as a single mom working full time 20 to 60 hours a week, plus doing my YouTube channel and trying to also add some videos and reels and all that stuff to Instagram for now the party sublimation wagon. It's a lot, but I will make it happen. I want to make it happen, and I really hope you can come along in my journey. And if you have any tips or tricks and that you can tell me, please comment below. Let me know. I really will take any tips. I'm an open book. I am a sponge right now, and I'm always a sponge, learning every day and trying to make my life easier, saving time, whatever I can. So if you want to go along with my journey, follow along, don't forget to subscribe, so that whenever I do come up and the notification, I think it automatically tells you that I popped up with a new video. And so don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.